Welcome to Graceland. Anthony and I went to Graceland this past summer, 2023, and it was one of the best vacations that we have ever taken. You can catch our tour of Graceland House proper in another video, but this is Elvis's industrial complex across the street from Graceland itself. Now here they have the planes, the cars, the outfits, the records, the clothes, the drawings, everything that went into making Elvis. Now, the first thing that we had to do was we had to see the plane. Now, there are two planes at Elvis's complex. One is the plane that he took most often, and then the other one is the Lisa Marie. Now, you can technically go in both of the planes. However, the main plane, which is the one that we're showing you right here, this is the one that you can actually get in, you can walk around in. The other one doesn't have that much room. It's a little bit more closed off. This is the one, though, that has some of the more historical things, some more of the artifacts. And when we were in here, there was hardly anybody else there. And it was just really cool to see where Elvis would have spent a lot of his time. Everything is preserved from the time that it was made in. So we have the old Gatorade glass bottles. We have a newscast playing on the television screen. Back in the day, it must have been a very high-tech piece of machinery. And even now, it was quite impressive to see. Here is a quick peek of the other plane. And then we have the gift shop. Now, I didn't know this going in, but I should have assumed this is a tourist attraction. Nearly every place in Elvis's entertainment complex itself has a gift shop. Now, this one was dedicated solely to the airplanes. This is another gift shop. Now, they had plenty of these throughout, and they could have essentially everything that you would need that has Elvis's face on it. They had t-shirts, they had sweatpants, they had pajamas, socks, shoes, postcards, which we got. They were 3 for $1. That is a fantastic deal, especially if you're into scrapbooking. They had mugs, they had cookbooks, they had literally anything that you could think of to buy that was Elvis related. They had in these gift shops, and there were many gift shops. Outside of the gift shops, this is where you are going to find the most Elvis related material. Now, inside of the Elvis the Entertainer complex, away from the airplane on the opposite side of this campus here that they have, and you had to have a special ticket to go into here or to enter into this area. But don't come to Graceland if you're not going to do this. Now, the Elvis the Entertainer complex was absolutely amazing. This is where they had the records. They had a few cars in there, but all the cars were in a separate area. But they had a few related to his films. This is where you had a lot of photo op opportunities. And it was just absolutely amazing. Now, they had different theming for the different parts of the entertainment complex, but they all generally followed the same kind of idea. They would show pictures of Elvis along the wall, and then they would feature mainly one of his iconic outfits from an iconic performance of his. Now, scattered throughout, you will find different bits of history associated with Elvis and his music. Now, this part of the Elvis the Entertainer complex featured his film and his filmography. Now, I haven't seen a lot of Elvis films before I went to Graceland, but lucky for us, staying at the guest house at Graceland Hotel, you get to see movies every night at 7 o'clock. They will show a different Elvis movie, and it is for free. So if you're looking for a place to stay, I highly recommend the guest house at Graceland. And if you want to see a full review of that, check out our other video on the guest house. Now, Elvis is known for his outfits, and I thought that this section of the complex was one of the most entertaining ones. Now, this is where you got to see some of the sketches involved, what the cost of some of these extravagant outfits were, and I just thought it was really interesting to stop and to take a look. Now, the further that you go on, you get to see something truly spectacular. Aside from the jewelry, aside from this sort of glam, you get to see all of the outfits displayed so beautifully that you just have to stop and take a photo. After seeing all of the different jumpsuits, you get to go to the wall of records, where not every single one is displayed, but a majority of Elvis's records and awards that he has received are displayed in this room, and it is so staggering to see that a performer of this level has won and achieved all of these different awards and accolades. Now, the last part of the complex that is worth seeing is the car museum. Now, technically, we were not supposed to film in here, though I wasn't aware of that during the time. So if you ever do go visit, make sure that you're aware. They don't like you to film. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's to encourage other people to come and see it for themselves. But we did get a few snapshots before security informed us of this rule. Now, of course, while you are at the complex itself, there are several different places to eat. You can get ice cream. They have American style cuisine, hamburgers, hot dogs. They also have almost like a Golden Corral style area. You go, you pay for the meal. They give you like different sides and whatever. Like, it's like you're going through a lunch line. That's where we stopped and ate, and it was fine. We tried to get some ice cream as we were leaving, and they were all sold out. So if you want ice cream, get there early. Now, if you haven't seen our Graceland House tour itself, make sure that you go and check out that video. Thank you for tagging along with us on this adventure, and make sure that you like and subscribe.